Hey, there y'all go. Been looking for y'all all over the place. But yeah, it's Duke Boy, y'all. And the topic of discussion for today is the past, the present, and the future. Because they all matter. But we have to deal with the past before we can get to the present and the future. It lines up one behind the other. We all have a story to tell. We all have a past. You know what I mean? And some of our past may be a little darker than others. Some of our past, we have to accept the good with the bad. And I have a very uh, dark past. I lived my life in crime in the streets. I committed all types of crime from selling drugs to robbing, uh, just anything that I felt like I needed to do to get money or any materialistic possessions that I felt like I deserved. And I started at a very young age, 11, 12 years old, and in the early 90s. And, you know, living in the streets, you learn that the streets, over time, that the streets are cold. You know, it's the people in the streets. And living that sort of life taught me so many valuable lessons, and I look at the youth and the teens today in the streets, and they are so lost like I was, and no one could tell me nothing, and it's hard to reach out to them and tell them something. And I understand it because I've been there, I've been there mentally. And I felt like, I was bitter about a lot of things, that happened, things that was beyond my control, things that I didn't quite understand when I was young. So um, it was difficult. And that was my way of, I guess you want to say, lashing out. And that was how I chose to respond to um, my situation when I was growing up. So, with that being said, in a nutshell, that was a small, general version of my past. And um, as time went on, um, I ended up, I went to juvenile justice in Columbia, South Carolina. I spent 1 year there. It was the longest time of my life. I thought that 1 year was never going to be over. And I didn't learn anything. The criminal justice system as a juvenile, when I was 13, 14 years old, there's they didn't teach us anything. We was just there, just serving time there. There was no programs that taught you anything. It may be a little bit different now, but at that time it wasn't. And you know, you got it. We got as when you young, you think like a young man, or a young woman. And some of us had to, go through many situations. We had to bump our head against the brick wall many times over before we realized, what am I doing? I got to change my ways. And some people, unfortunately, ended up dying before they was given the opportunity to change their ways, before they woke up, and which is unfortunate. And but many had to experience prison life like I did, which is another unfortunate thing. Having to lose your life to choices and decisions you make in life is never a good thing, because it's a ripple effect that comes behind it. The consequences of your actions just tears your life apart, and not only your life apart, but your family life and all those friends and people that have love for you. They suffer and go through uh, situations as well because of your absence. And it was difficult for me, you know, coming up, going from the juvenile justice system to the federal system. where I served 22 years. Lost all of that time, can't get it back, but I did everything that I could to make a positive transition, while I was incarcerated. And I've been moving forward since my release, July 2nd of 2021. So that's my past, and the present and the future. The present is my transition from incarceration to society. And moving forward, I got out of prison. I got my LLCs so I can operate my own independent publishing company where all of my books is published. Excuse me. And, I also help those that are currently incarcerated publish their books as well. And, I had to come to the realization that I couldn't continue down that path of life that I was continuing down. I didn't care, like the Tasmanian devil. I just was spiraling out of control, thinking that I knew everything, thinking that I had things figured out in life, but I didn't. I was lost. I was confused. I was bitter. I was angry. And I lost out, but I gained so much more in the process, because there has to be a balance in life. And I believe that the Creator believes in balance. He believes in fairness. And he has I believe they call it agape love. It's the most highest love that, can be given. And this is the love that the Creator gives to us, despite all of the wrong that we have done and probably will do in life. He still has a love for us all. He causes the sun to shine on all of us. The rain, the fruitful seasons where everything grows out of the earth for us to eat. All of the fruit trees, the oxygen that we breathe, everything that we need, he provides for us. And we don't look at these things, we look at it lightly, and we complain about the smallest little things that we don't have instead of appreciating and thanking God for all of the blessings and the things that we do have. And that's something that we all need to work on. But the present, it's hard trying to wrap our heads around what's going on in society nowadays, because things are spiraling out of control. The government, they're so lost and confused. They don't know how to govern the people. You can find a group of kids that probably can run the whole world better than these people that's in office now. So, but we're having to deal with all of that, and many of us are not getting any help for the things that we need, or whether it be financial, whether it be mental health, whether it be whatever it is, we're not getting it. So many of us are struggling, on many fronts. And, but it's a lot to that. But our future, the only one that can hold you back from having a prosperous future is yourself. There will be people trying to stand in your way, but you can go around them. There's many ways to go around people when you're trying to accomplish anything in life, when you're trying to achieve any goal, when you're trying to reach any mark, or standard in your life. You can go around them. There's not just one door that's sitting there. There's many doors, multiple doors. And you have to figure out, okay, I can't go in through this door. Here's another door over here. Here's another door over there. You figure out another way, and when you live in life, don't focus so much on the bad or the negative, and stay positive, stay focused, stay strong, and strive for what you want in your life. And because the future is in your hands. The Creator, what he doesn't interfere with our everyday thoughts. He doesn't interfere with our everyday decisions or choices that we have to make. He give us the opportunity. We have free will, and but your choices, is going to determine how your future ends up. That's that's the reality of everything. And when something doesn't feel right, your intuition is telling you something. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your heart, and follow after what's right. Always do the right thing. Sometimes doing the right thing is the hardest thing to do, and there's consequences. And people sometimes look at you crazy for doing the right thing. But you can do the right thing, and you have to live and be at peace with yourself. That's what you do. And it doesn't matter after that, because you can live with what you did, and you can be satisfied, and be at peace within yourself. There's nothing like being at peace with yourself, having a free and conscience that doesn't interfere with your positive thinking abilities. So past, present, and future. Think about how you want to move your life forward and move forward. Peace.